Hey everyone, it's Joelle here, and today I'm doing the kind of wrap up of all of the books that I completed in 2019. It's gonna be a long one, so go ahead and grab yourself a beverage. And yeah, basically I'm just gonna run through all of them. It's just gonna be a quickie thing, not going to go through details of the books, just a quick on run through because I did 60. I beat my Goodreads goal by 10, and most of the books that I read were audiobooks. So not to like mislead anybody, but the majority of them were audiobooks. I had done some quickie wrap-ups from previous months and some individual audiobook reviews. So if there's anything that I mention that you want like an in-depth spoiler-filled review of, I will say that I do have spoiler alert, I have a video coming. I read the entire Will Trent series by Karen Slaughter, so I'm going to be doing a very in-depth, spoiler-filled book series video about those. But for now, we're just going to go through my Goodreads. I have my Surface Pro here, and I'm going to scroll through, tell you when I read it, and we'll just go from there. Sound good? Cool. All right, so the first one I read was Oryx and Crake, which is actually the Mad Adam series, book 1 by Margaret Atwood. This one I gave a 3. Next, I read Vox by Christina Dalcher. This one I did do an individual book review with spoilers, and that one I gave a 3. That was an audio as well. Then I read The Hiding Place by C.J. Tudor. This one I gave 1 star. It was terrible. Neal Shusterman's Dry, I gave 5 stars. I did do an individual audiobook review with spoilers on that one. Then I went into the Diviners series by Libba Bray. So I read The Diviners, Lair of Dream, and Before the Devil Breaks You. If you want a really good produced audiobook series, this is one you want to check out. It's YA, it's fantasy, very cool, magic. I loved it. All 3 of those I gave 5 stars. Then I did the Force of Nature book by Jane Harper. Didn't realize this was number 2 of a series. Sometimes it's hard when you're on Libby and you're just trying to get an audiobook. And yeah, so this one I gave a 3 star. Didn't really care for that one as much. Next, Cabin at the End of the World by Paul Tremblay. This kind of sparked my interest for Paul Tremblay. I gave this one a 4. It was real interesting. That's all I can say about that one. Very different horror. It's horror-y. Then Sweet Little Lies, which is the Kat Kinsella series, book number 1 by Kaz Freer. I gave this one a 3. Next we had, I read the Magicians series, which I have in physical form, but I chose to do the audiobooks of. The audiobooks were really well done. These are by Lev Grossman. I gave The Magicians, book number 1, a 4. And then I gave The Magician King, The Magician's Land. I gave those a 5 each. Then I decided to start the Wayward Children series. And on my Goodreads, they're out of order. But I don't know if I read these out of order because now I'm all confused. But I'm pretty sure I gave all of them a 5. But first one that's on my thing here says Down Among the Sticks and Bones. Seanan McGuire, I gave that one a 5. Daisy Jones and the Six, really good. Really freaking good. And I give it all to the audiobook. Not the book itself, but the audiobook, because it's got one of my favorite people ever voicing the character of Daisy Jones. If you watch The L Word, it's actually Bet from The L Word. I know there's been a reboot of The L Word recently, but I've always loved her. I loved her when she was in Flashdance. So yeah, Taylor Jenkins Reid, Daisy Jones and the Six, 5-star audiobook, loved it. Then I read / listen to Something Wicked This Way Comes by Ray Bradbury. I was having a craving for some like old school horror, and I really liked this. I did give it a 4, but I did really like it. And I remember I went through a phase where I really like Ray Bradbury and Kurt Vonnegut books. So my goal, if you have watched my If You've Got It, Read It challenge video TBR, you'll see that there's a Ray Bradbury on there as well. why is this one on here? Like, these are totally out of order. What the heck? Okay. I'm so used to using the Goodreads app that looking at it on an actual website is totally throwing me off. So I apologize. These are probably not in order now, but whatever. My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I actually read the physical book of this one. I'm so proud of myself. I loved it so much I couldn't put it down. I literally stayed up all night long reading it. It was a 5-star book. Loved it. If you love 80s, if you love horror, it's got some body horror in it, but it's also teenage drama. I freaking loved it. Then I've got The Craftsman by Sharon Bolton. I gave this one a 4. It is book number 1 from the Craftsman series. Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire. Gave that one a 5. That's part of the Wayward Children series. If you want me to do like a Wayward Children's book thing, I'm happy to do that. I know there's another book coming out soon, and I'm so excited about it. Pieces of Her by Karen Slaughter. This is a standalone Karen Slaughter book. I wanted to read this because there's a Netflix movie about it coming. This one I gave a 4. It was okay, but not my favorite Karen Slaughter, and we'll get into that soon. Beneath the Sugar Sky, Seanan McGuire, Wayward Children number 3, I gave a 4. In an Absent Dream by Seanan McGuire, Wayward Children number 4, I gave a 5-star. Then E. Lockhart's Genuine Fraud. Okay, so this was during the time when I had my eye surgery, which if you guys want to know all about my PRK eye surgery, I actually think I'm going to do a very in-depth video on that. But I started the Wayward Children series during that surgery recovery process, so it was truly audiobooks, and I literally was sleeping on the floor in a walk-in closet because I couldn't be near light because it hurt so bad. Then I listened to E. Lockhart's Genuine Fraud, and I gave that a 3. I was really disappointed by that. Why is this coming up? I just finished this. The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I just finished that. It was a 5-star read and damn good at it, but not sure why exactly it's coming up in this order. I don't know what this kind of order is of, like, whatever. Anyway, that was amazing. The Lost Man by Jane Harper. I gave that a 3. I did not like that book. And I'm realizing now that I don't like Jane Harper. Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. I really like Blake Crouch's style. I love the sci-fi neuroscience kind of stuff that I don't, in my personal life or my real life, I am not a science person at all, but I do appreciate it, and I love when people like geek out and talk all sciencey. So yeah, I really liked Dark Matter. Ink and Bone by Lisa Unger. Meh. Not very good. Okay, Head Full of Ghosts by Paul Tremblay. This was my favorite Paul Tremblay book. If you're looking for a really, really good horror book, lots of body horror. It is an exorcism type of story. I freaking loved it. Growing Things and Other Stories was okay, but it was all right. Battle Royale by Takami Kushon. I gave a 4. I really got into this audiobook and then I watched the movie. It's really good. It's like pre-Hunger Games. I feel like the Hunger Games totally ripped off Battle Royale, but there it is. Recursion by Blake Crouch. This is another sciencey one that I gave a 5-star. Loved it. The last one by Alexandra Olivia. That one I gave a 4. It was an okay thriller. I mean, predictable. A Good Enough Mother, Bev Thomas, I gave a 4 out of 5. That's another domestic thriller. Okay, now we get into the Will Trent books. There's 9 of them, and I read them all in order, which was a pain in the ass because trying to find them in order for free was not possible. There was actually one that I had to listen to on YouTube. And one thing about me, yes, I love audiobooks, but I also listen to them on 2 times speed. I know. But when you listen to it for free on YouTube, you have to listen to it in regular speed. And this narrator was so bad. So I'll tell you which one that was. So I read Triptych, which is the first one. I gave a 5. Fractured, I gave a 5. Undone, I gave a 5, sorry. Broken, I gave a 5. Fallen, I gave a 5. Criminal, I gave a 5. Unseen was the one. Book number 7 that I could not find anywhere for free. So that was the painful one that I had to go through. Also gave a 5 to number 9, which was The Last Widow. Where's number 8? I don't see it on here. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Really freaking good thriller. Twist at the end that I did not see coming. I loved it. Really good. Michael Connelly's The Late Show. It was a Renee Ballard book number 1. Really liked this one. Got sucked into the Renee Ballard kind of series. Again, I give it up to the narrator because, again, L Word, people, Kate Mowing from the L Word, she plays Shane. She did the voice of that one. Loved it. Lisa Gardner's Alone, Detective Dee Warren, I gave a 4. Mortal Engines. Then I got into the Mortal Engines series because I wanted something easily accessible and I wanted some YA and some sci-fi, and I really liked the movie Mortal Engines. So I was like, all right, cool, I'll do the books. So number 1 was Mortal Engines. I gave a 4. Number 2, Predator's Gold. I gave a 4. Number 3, I didn't finish because my hold on it expired before it finished. So I didn't get to actually finish that one. That was The Infernal Devices. Then Cleaning the Gold, Karen Slaughter and Lee Child collaborated and did a short story with Will Trent. I gave that one a 4. It was really quick on audio. I feel like I'm missing some things here. Like, where's Will Trent number 8? I don't see it. If anybody knows, like, what the heck? I don't know how to organize the books by, like, ones that I read via the website. I feel like that is not my true books. I don't feel like that was 60 books that I just told you about. But overall, I did read/listen to 60 books, and I really liked it. It was awesome. I love my audiobooks. Yeah, there's totally some other ones on here that are missing. Okay, Goodreads. How do I organize this? Oh, duh. Okay, date read. Let's sort this by date read. Yeah, because I totally just missed some. Okay. Let's go back and see if we can find the ones that I missed. The Fall of Crazy House, which was James Patterson's Crazy House book number 2. I just finished that on Christmas Eve. It was okay. I gave it a 4. Let's see. What else did we not talk about? We talked about Pieces of Her. We talked about the last one. The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Hello. That was a 5. I listened to that. Yeah. Don't Like You Goodreads website. Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Gave that one a 4. I have a physical copy of it that I let my mom borrow, and now I have it on my shelf again. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but too predictable. Let's see. Oh, The Fates Divide, which is the Carve the Mark book number 2. Read that one, 3. The Missing Years by Lexi Elliott. That one I gave a 4. That was another one that I listened to while I was in eye surgery recovery. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Yeah, there's so many things missing. That one I gave a 4. I am painfully still getting through Vengeful. I tried all year to read that damn book. It's not happening, but it's going to have to happen. Whoa, we have a flipped orientation here. Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen McManus. Really enjoy Karen McManus for a YA thriller, but only gave it a 4. Watching You by Lisa Jewell. I do love my UK thriller authors. That one I gave a 4. And And The Death of Mrs. Westaway was actually the first book that I finished in 2019, and that one was a 4 out of 5. So yeah, now I feel better now that I figured out at the very end of this video how to sort the dates of when I read these books. But yeah, 60 books, very proud of myself. I'm set myself a Goodreads goal of 55 for 2020. I have my, you can't see it, but up there, the shelf above this shelf is all the books that are on my TBR from the video before this one, just talking about books If You Got It, Read It challenge from the Spinebreakers. Absolutely love them. If you haven't checked out their channel, you definitely want to do so. Yeah, let me know if any of these books that I've mentioned, if you want to see an in-depth review with spoilers. Like I said, I am going to be doing that Will Trent one soon. And then, yeah, if there's any of these books that you have opinions on or any books that you recommend based off of my taste of books, I do love UK thriller authors. I do love YA sci-fi fantasy. I love adult sci-fi. My goal, a lot of the books that I'm going to be reading and listening to in 2020 are adult. I typically have a lot of YA, but I love my YA and I love my Alice in Wonderland and Wizard of Oz retellings. That is my sweet spot. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I have enjoyed watching everybody's like wrap-ups of 2019. What was your favorite book of 2019? What was your least favorite book of 2019? I would absolutely love to know in the comments down below. All my social media links will be listed down in the description box as well. And be sure to check out other videos from my channel from the past that I filmed in 2019. And like I said, if there's anything that you heard me mention that you would like to get more in-depth reviews of, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.